This is content intended for adults, not for puppies.
I re-enter through the front door, greeted by Chester again.
Hanging in there?
Sure. Right, sure. Eddie's hanging in there, sure. So far, so good. It's a good change from the typical day at the office, huh? That's one way of putting it. For sure, it's kind of refreshing, to be honest. Are you sure, Eddie? With all the fucking shit you put up with today, are you sure? Good. We lock eyes as he offers me a sweet smile. Per usual, right before I'm able to question whether or not the prolonged eye contact is becoming awkward, he's able to keep the conversation moving. Keep your eye on the crowd during Carcinogen's set. This is the time of the night where they'll get the rowdiest. Nod my head. Yes, sir. He beams a toothy grin at me. It's always yes, sir, and no, sir with you. You don't have to be so formal with me, you know. Sorry, just force of habit, I guess. It's not a big deal, just unusual, considering the type of people I tend to hire.
But if you're more comfortable calling me sir, then by all means.
He gives me a cheeky chuckle. I hear footsteps behind me. It looks like someone new is looking to enter. Go have fun. Just stay visible and find me if there's any trouble. I affirmatively nod and walk off. Was that sir comment? Is Skizzy right? Is Chester into me? I mean, definitely not, right? I'm just a 20-something who's doomed to work in retail until the day I die. He owns 2 businesses. He has a perfect physique. Charming beyond all belief. There's no way. Eddie, like, you say all that, but that's like the toxic power dynamic, right? Right, you say that like, oh, why would a witch person ever be into a little guy like me? But like, that's the toxic like power dynamic that people use to like abuse people, Eddie. It turns out that it turns out that like rich, powerful people love to like flex and abuse that authority on people that are like, you know, seen as lesser, I suppose. Right? Like that's the toxic power dynamic, Eddie. Before I dwell on it too long, I find some familiar faces.
Their volcano roll is to die for. I always get it when...
The capybara spots me.
Hey, we're just talking about sushi.
Like how much voice acting there is in this one. It's really cool. I do like that there's a lot of voice acting on this like climactic day, you know? Oh cool, never had it. Really? Well, Pat and I should definitely. He was interrupted by the sound of microphone feedback. I turn my attention to the stage. Carcinogen is up and ready to go.
What the fuck is up, Douglas?
Okay. The crowd is hyped by that introduction. Daryl's front and center. I see a look of fierce determination on his face. He's commanding that stage. That's Vin, that's Pat, that's April. He points to each respective band member during his rapid-fire introduction. And I'm Daryl. We're Carcinogen. Is there a pun there? I don't know what the pun is with carcinogen. I'm sure there's a pun, but I don't get it. I don't get what the pun is. Like, I know it sounds like carcinogen, but like, why is it spelled like that? Let's fuck shit up. Okay, thank you, Daryl. Very cool. Guys, there's a whole ass song. The crowd doesn't even have time to respond before the 4 explode like a pile of firecrackers. Combined, they create a sonic soundscape reminiscent of a machine gun fire. Wow, they're doing a whole song. It's fast, loud, chaotic, and obnoxious, all delivered with deadly precision. It sounds like a Crush 40 song. If you're gonna fuck around, you'll sure as hell find out. FAFO. This sounds like something my, like, racist uncle would listen to. Their synergy, passion, and power all combine to create something greater than the sum of their parts. The music demanded every ounce of my attention. Every strum of the guitar, every shout, every drum beat all collided into me with the force and impact I've never experienced before. It's loud. I'm actually quite jealous of Moria right now. She had the right idea with the earplugs. This is not the usual kind of music I find myself listening to. He listens to Dula Peep. But Daryl's making me a believer. He has the audience in the palm of his paw. What genre is this? Pat and Vin impressed me with their focus. Despite not being on the mic, the two do a great job engaging with the crowd. April has seemingly become a different person from whoever was drumming for Sands of Saturn. She's looser, meaner, but still just as phenomenal. That's not a dog tag, that's a razor blade. Okay. That's a razor blade on his neck. Not a dog tag. Song's very aggressive. Okay. How long is this? I need a lyric sheet. Huh, that was interesting. I knew they were gonna do like a rock song. I didn't expect it to have like lyrics and stuff to it. Huh. That was something. That was interesting. That was interesting. I need a lyric sheet, okay? I need a lyric sheet. I don't need music to have lyrics, but whenever the music does have lyrics, I want to know what the lyrics are. You know what I mean? Whenever music does have lyrics, I want to know what the lyrics are. Where are the lyrics? I just, that's all I have to say. Where are the lyrics? It sounds kind of mean, right? It's kind of a mean song. But I guess it's meant to be. I guess it's meant to be a mean song. Like, I don't know. Like, I like rock and like metal and shit. But that was like, I don't know. That was like, that was like, it's kind of, that was like that flavor of like rock that I like stay away from. You know what I mean? Like, I like when the drums go I like when the guitar goes now. But that was like, I don't know. It wasn't dad rock, right? It wasn't dad rock. It was like, that wasn't dad rock. That was alcoholic stepfather rock. And I don't even have a stepfather. I don't have a stepfather, but that was like, that was some like alcoholic stepfather rock. It was cool. It was good. Right. It was cool. It was good. But it reminded me of, it gives me visions of like domestic violence. It gives me ephemeral visions of domestic violence. Cool song though. Cool song though. The crowd's energy is at an all-time high. There isn't one still body in the building as everybody erupts in applause. They follow up that phenomenal performance with a few more incredible tracks. I'm astounded by the emotional depth their music delivers. I thought metal music was only anger and rage at its essence, but I've been convinced otherwise. Okay, so it is safe to call that metal. I love metal music, right? If it's safe to call that song a metal song. I love metal music, but like, I don't know, what's the song called? FAFO? I love metal music, but FAFO, it evokes this certain like, it evokes this certain flavor of metal music that just like, I don't know, it takes me on my happy place. Right, usually when I listen to metal music, I'm in my happy place. That was a metal song. That was a metal song that like took me out of my happy place. I don't know. But I'm kind of picky about metal music. I'm picky about all music. Everyone's picky about all music. I don't know. But that was like, Right again. It's giving alcoholic stepfather. That song's giving alcoholic stepfather. Still a cool song. I thought metal music was only anger and rage at its essence, but I've been convinced otherwise. My eyes have really been opened, not just by Carcinogen, but all the musical acts I've witnessed today. There's so much I'm missing out on by confining my musical taste to only chart toppers. Eddie only listens to chart toppers? I've never been a chart topper guy. Right. I don't really like pop music that much. Okay, well, I like some pop music. I like it if I like it, okay? Right? I'm not like anti-pop, but generally pop music isn't the kind of music I like, but if it's a pop song I like it, okay? Right? If it's a pop song I like it. I don't know. Growing up, I always just listened to like video game music though, and like anime openings. These days it's mostly the same thing, except I don't know, I've always liked metal too though. I don't know, my music tastes haven't really changed. I need to venture out of my comfort zone more often. Dale approaches the mic for the last time, drenched in sweat.
That's all we got. Good night, Douglas. Fucking love you.
Thank you, Daryl. Very cool. The crowd combusts into one last fiery round of applause as the band exits the stage. Dave reclaims the mic for the final time.
All right, folks, show's over, but the party's not done yet. We are inviting you to head down to the Velour Lounge with us for some drinks.
The Velour Lounge. I was saying it wrong. I was saying it like Velour Lounge. Velour Lounge. Okay, but now the question is... Okay, my favorite song was the Sands of Saturn song. Right? My favorite song was the Sands of Saturn song. But now the question is... Do I like the Alcoholic Stepfather rock more than I like Trent's little fucked up demented piano composition? Right? Who wins? Right? Who wins? Demented fucked up piano composition or Alcoholic Stepfather rock? I don't know. Right? I asked that question, fully unprepared to answer it. Okay. I don't know. I have a hard time envisioning myself listening to either ever. But like, I don't know. I think like, okay, because FAFO, that was just like, you know, it was like a metal song. You know, like I was listening to it and it evoked like mild feelings of domestic violence, but I was listening to it ultimately like a metal song. But whatever the heck Trent wrote, that boggled my mind for a while, right? That made my mind like lapse on itself for a little bit. So I guess I like Trent's a little bit more. I guess I like Trent's song a little bit more. But they're all good. All the songs are good. I have to preface, all the songs are good, but my personal ranking, it goes the Sands of Saturn. Wait, the Sands of Saturn song doesn't have a name, huh? Because Trent's song was called Eine kleine Fantasy. That song was FAFO. That song was FAFO. But I don't think the Sands of Saturn song had a name. Maybe that adds to the mystique. Also, please remember the cafe and music store still will be closed tomorrow. Regular hours resume on Monday. This is our first time doing a variety show like this. Hope y'all liked it. Unprompted, some members of the audience start applauding. Dave can't contain his smile. I wonder how many times this is going to happen, right? I wonder how many times we're going to get like musical performance like this in Chord Progressions. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It sort of feels like the entire like arc of the story was like building up to this, and it was definitely a payoff. It was definitely well worth the wait. But I wonder if we're gonna like keep doing this, you know? I couldn't envision them doing it any more than like 3 times, right? Like before the end of the story. The hypothetical, like, whenever Chord Progressions ends, right? whenever Chord Progressions ends. I can envision them doing this maybe like 2 more times, right? Maybe once for the finale, whatever the like finale of Chord Progressions is. Maybe we get one more song, one more set of songs. I don't know. Maybe it's a one-time only thing, right? Maybe this is the last time we'll ever hear a song. We'll ever hear original compositions in Chord Progressions. But it's too good, right? This was too good to only do once. And you know, it's called Chord Progressions. It's called Chord Progressions. This can't be the only time you have the funny music songs. Anyway, unprompted, some members of the audience started applauding. Dave can't contain his smile. We appreciate all of you. Thank you for coming, everybody. Have a great night. When the last round of applause rings out from the crowd, the house lights were turned back on as the cheers and claps transitioned into general chatter. Slowly but surely, people began to trickle out of the building. I turned to face the group. I see stars in Moria's eyes. She couldn't be giddier. Cliff and Trent looked pleased.
That was incredible. April was so amazing up there. She, exploded.
Really interesting to see her let loose like that. She kept everything tight, though. It's loud. I couldn't help but to giggle. Daryl was really great, though. I don't really get his style of playing, but there's so much passion there, it's undeniable. Right? A true frontman. Oh, and here comes Mr. Frontman himself. Daryl made a beeline for our group. So guys, what you think? My ears hurt. Daryl chuckles as he reaches up to ruffle the deer's hair. That means I did my job perfectly. So I was thinking of heading to the lounge. Any of you guys want to join me? Trent eagerly nods. Why not? The lion looks to me. I gotta stick around for a bit and do Chronicles crew stuff. You guys can head off without me. He looks to Moria. Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe I should wait for Eddie and April. Mo, you should go have fun. April and I will catch up. You sure? Positive. She brightens up. Alright, sounds like a plan. Daryl turns to Cliff. Oh, by the way, Chester says we can leave our gear here for the night. Want to do that? Sure, just gotta pack up. Cool, let's get going then. We exchanged quick goodbyes as they returned backstage. As the bands packed up, I helped usher the crowd out the front door to the parking lot. It was difficult to find a face in the crowd that wasn't beaming with joy. Looks like our little show night was a big hit. Chester linked up with me so we could make one last sweep of the building to make sure there weren't any stragglers. By this point, all the performers who weren't Chronicles crew had already left. Where's Skizzy? What's Skizzy doing? Right, what's Skizzy doing during all this? Vin was the exception. He wanted to stick around and make sure we didn't need any more help. That said, there wasn't a tremendous amount of work to do. Reverting the front of house back to its normal state as a music store is a task for tomorrow. Before we all left, Chester gathered us around for one last team meeting.
Great work, team. This show night was one of our best yet.
Poggers. Really? It was a good crowd, but it's far from the biggest one we've ever had. Well, you see, that's the beauty of the variety show. Folks came and left as they pleased. The turnout was fantastic, and we didn't overcrowd the space. Oh. Clever, I suppose. Everybody has necklaces. Everybody has necklaces. Are necklaces required? Right? If you're part of a band, you have to wear a necklace. Who has the coolest necklace? What is Dave's necklace? Is that like a piece of agate? Is that a piece of agate? Or is it it could be a locket. I'm not sure. Everybody's necklaces are gold though. Everybody has gold necklaces. Everybody has gold necklaces. Anyway, moving on. April is seemingly unconvinced. Chester, are you sure you counted all right? You know I can help with that kind of stuff if... Trust me, it's all counted. Dave double-checked. Skunk gave a quick wink with a thumbs up. In fact, we think it went so well, we want to have a little celebration. How about a pool party at our place after work tomorrow? Chronicles crew, old and new, are invited. Any doubt or uncertainty on Pat and April's faces quickly turned into joy and excitement. Hell yes, I was worried we'd get to the end of the summer without a pool party. Can I bring Moria? Of course, everyone's welcome to bring a +1. Ooh, I might actually take you up on that. Keely and I were looking for something to do tomorrow. I'll pass, thanks though. Right, like, Skizzy sucks, but, like, I can't help but feel a little bad about Skizzy. Like, I don't know why I feel bad about Skizzy. Nothing happened to him, right? Nothing bad has happened to Skizzy, but, you know, I just kind of feel bad. Right? I just kind of feel remorseful about Skizzy, I don't know. Do you think this is the last time we'll see Skizzy? Do you think Skizzy is dismissed from the narrative forever? Do you think Skizzy is dismissed from the plot forever? Do you think he ever comes back? Chester looks to me. How about you, bud? Sure, don't see why not. He flashes me a warm smile. Great. So, any of you going to the lounge? Moria's already there. I was going to catch up with her. Got nothing else to do tonight. I was going to head home. Kind of pooped, I'm not going to lie. I got plans tonight. Guys, Skizzy's gone from the narrative. Skizzy's dismissing himself from the narrative. We're never going to see Skizzy again. I breathed an internal sigh of relief. I glanced over to Pat. He's on the same page. It's then my turn to speak. I'll need a ride, but I'd like to go. April looked like she was ready to speak, but she was quickly interrupted by Pat's interjection. Oh, I got you. I'll sit this one out. Gotta do some grocery shopping if we're gonna have a bash tomorrow. I got a couple errands to run, but I'll swing by after they're all done. Alright, don't want to keep you guys here too long. Great work, everyone. See you tomorrow. Poggers. We said our goodbyes and headed to our respective vehicles. I found myself in the passenger seat of Pat's car again. The ride started off quiet before he broke the silence. Hey dude, just wanted to thank you for the talk. Yeah, of course, like I said, I just want to make sure the show is running smoothly. Uh-huh, maybe you care about me or something? He evokes a mocking tone. Maybe you've been growing on me. He beams a toothy grin my way. Like a rash. His expression quickly flips. Hey. Couldn't help but giggle. I don't like seeing you so sad. It's not a good look for you. It's kind of a good look for him. Right. It's kind of a good look for him. Distressed, pathetic Pat. Kind of a good look. What, you want me to be an obnoxious hornball all the time? Not all the time, but I just don't want to see you all moopy again. Either way, I appreciate it. There's a small pause. I see that as an opportunity to ask something that's been on my mind. Pat? Yeah? You seem more worried about Daryl finding out than Chester. He silently contemplates for a moment. Yeah, I guess that's true, isn't it? Like, don't get me wrong. I don't want Chester canning me, even though I deserve it. He's given me way too many second chances, more than I deserve. But Chronicles is just a job. I can find another one. But I could never find another friend like Daryl. Not in a million years. He grips the steering wheel tight. He's fighting back tears. He takes a deep breath. Just a heads up, I'm not drinking. Can't drink with a head like this. That's wise. So, if you need a DD, just let me know. Designated driver. I nod in agreement as I see Pat rapidly cut the wheel. I feel the car make a sharp right as he pulls into the same parking garage from the night before. Back again, once again to the Veller Lounge. The garage is practically on top of the lounge, making it a short walk from Pat's car. We entered to find the place more lively than yesterday. It's almost uncomfortably crowded. Despite that, we're able to spot a friend in record time. Kurifi.
Oh, fuck. There you are. Have you seen...
He suddenly and violently hiccups, shaking his entire body.
Have you seen a cute squirrel from yesterday?
We just got here. No, we just got here. Damn it, God, I regret not fucking them last night. The cute tail is so big and fluffy. I just want to grab it while I... dude, are you okay? I'm great. He hugs the collie. Pat responds by delicately patting his back. Especially now that the show's finally done. Seeing Cliff this inebriated is really jarring. He was so measured and in control of his intake yesterday. Yeah, I know you've been stressing out about it. You guys did great. Yeah, how the fuck would you know? You didn't even see. Cliff's volume takes a dramatic upturn. You just had to get your fucking rocks off, didn't you? Dude, not so loud, And then what, dude? All that did was make me worried fucking sick about you while I was on stage, dude. He speaks to her dude in a mocking tone as he approaches Pat. And you weren't even in the crowd, dude. That's fucked up. With each word, Cliff jabs a finger onto the collie's chest, and Pat's losing his patience. You're way too fucking drunk. He pushes the capybara out of the way and steps up to the bar. Corey! He shouts his name with a sternness I've never seen from him. The corgi comes by, actively jostling a beverage shaker, clearly not amused by Pat's tone. No free shots, I've got 1 million customers and... Cliff's fucking trash, how many drinks did you give him? 2, he did fine on that many yesterday, didn't know he was going to be such a lightweight today. I've been cutting off motherfuckers left and right, I'll add him to the list. A patron from the other end of the bar begins snapping their digits.
Nah, no, you do not get to snap at me, fucking twink. Get the fuck out of here.
He takes the lid off the shaker and immediately dumps the contents into a nearby sink before taking off. Pat turns away from the bar and immediately finds Cliff. He looks the capybara dead in the eyes and never seen him look more serious. Did you eat today? The expression on Cliff's face flips. That's not even important, right? Pat places his paws on Cliff's shoulders. He manages to somehow look more dead serious than before. Did you eat? Following a short pause, the capybara sheepishly shakes his head. Damn it, we're going. We'll hit a drive-thru. Cliff only stares at the floor, looking incredibly ashamed. Pat turns to me. Sorry, dude, you'll have to catch a ride from April. I can come with. If you need help with Cliff, I'm happy to. He places a paw on my shoulder, offering me a sorrowfully serious expression. Dude, stay here and have fun. I already fucked up enough shit today. This is all my fault. Please, just stay here and have a good time. For me? I nod. Okay, just call me or April if you need help. I will. I snatched Cliff's paw and led him out the front door, leaving me alone at the bar. I guess I can go searching for someone else to hang with. What do we do now? Right, we're doing Veller Lounge Part 2. What do we do this time? Right, what do we do in the Veller Lounge this time? Take a moment to scope out the rest of the building. It's difficult to spot some familiar faces in a crowd this dense. After some searching, I find Trent and Daryl in the same spot we were in last night. Daryl has his arm wrapped around Trent. They both have drinks in their paws and are seemingly having a deep but joyful conversation. It's probably a good idea for me to not be a third wheel while they're having a moment. Don't want to ruin Daryl's shot. Spot Maury and April. They're in the conversation circle with the Libra Zebra couple and some of their entourage I saw at Chronicles. Even though my best friend and roommate are a part of this conversation group, I still feel an overwhelming sense of intimidation from the thought of approaching them. If I just show up out of nowhere and inject myself in their discussion, it might come off as rude. I don't even know what I would say to them. I'd probably just stand there like an awkward wallflower. I'd rather not. I guess I'll just find a seat at the bar. I scan the bar for empty stools. There's a few open ones, but each both have adjacent seats occupied. Trying to claim a seat next to a stranger just feels too awkward for me, so I continue to scan. At the far end of the bar, I spot a couple stand and leave, paw in paw. I take advantage and swoop in immediately to take the end spot, leaving an empty stool between me and another patron. All the bartenders look busy, so I'm not greeted right away. I'm just left here alone with my thoughts. It's so nice that Daryl and Moria have these blossoming loves. But God, I wish that were me. Am I just not... No, Pat wants me to have a good time. I can't get trapped in a thought spiral. I should be counting my blessings, but despite all the good things that are happening, I still can't help but feel incredibly lonely in this crowded room. Busy week. Busy week for the Edgar. His name isn't Edgar, but like... busy week for the Edgar, you know what I mean? I sit alone with my thoughts on my phone for a good 15 minutes, doing my best to mindlessly scroll to distract myself. Luckily, Corey spots me and makes his approach. Hopefully he can take my mind off things for a moment. He He reaches the very end of the bar and leans forward on the bar top. He's seemingly exhausted.
Listen, I'm gonna lean here for 60 seconds. Tell me what you want, and I'll get it started after I catch my breath.
At this point, he's panting and rubbing his forehead. You're really busy, you don't have to. Eddie, you're here at a bar to have some drinks and a good time, right? I nod. Then please, order something. I ponder for a moment as I try to come up with the least convoluted and most easily assembled mixed drink. How about a real vodka soda with lime? Corey locks his tired and dreary eyes with mine.
God, I could kiss you right now.
My heart jumps a little. I know it's a vigorous speech, but a kiss from this handsome dog does sound nice. 30 seconds. He stands back. He stands back upright, finds a cocktail glass, and gets to work. Okay, guys, let's read about the cocktail. He scoops ice into the glass, pours a very generous portion of vodka, splashes it with club soda from the bar hose, then garnishes with a lime wedge and a couple tiny black straws. He sets my vodka soda on the bar top. Cheers, I'll start a tab for you under your name. Give me your card later. I nod. Do me a favor and drink that slowly. He clicks his tongue and winks at me. You got it. Thanks, I'll come back when I need to catch my breath again. He sharply exhales before turning on his heel to service other customers. I take a sip. It's a vodka soda. It's quite bitter and doesn't have any depth of flavor, almost bland to the point that it's repulsive, but I guess it's better than just straight vodka. I squeeze the lime in to give it more flavor. It helps, but maybe I can ask for a little simple syrup for the next one. This is the all Eddie's friends are occupied, so he sits alone in the bar and drinks. Right, despite being surrounded by his friends and companions, he sits alone in the bar and drinks by himself. Half an hour goes by while I sit and sip. I occasionally glance around to see if any familiar faces are coming my way, but the crowd is so thick it's impossible to pick out anyone. No one's approached me for conversation either. Isn't that how it always works out in the movies? The protagonist sits alone at the bar, which catches the attention of the love interest, quirky sidekick, or gruffy stranger. They ask something like, "You come here often?" Then hijinks ensues. Guess my life isn't that interesting. Eddie, maybe you can be the guy, right? Maybe you can be the guy that goes up to someone and says, "Come here often?" Maybe you can be that guy, right? Sometimes you just need a little initiative, Eddie, right? I would never be that guy, right? I would never be that guy. I would be the guy. Well, I wouldn't be drinking alone in a bar because I don't drink, right? But if I was a guy who drank alone in a bar, I wouldn't actually want someone to come up and talk to me anyway, right? If I'm being lonely and brooding, I'm being lonely and brooding for a reason, right? Do not disturb, right? I will bite you. I will bite you, and not in the fun way. I took Corey's advice and drank slowly, but it only lasted 20 minutes. He and all the other bartenders are seemingly scrambling to keep up with the demand of the patrons. Can't help but envy them a little bit. While things seem incredibly hectic and busy for them, at least they're doing something. Meanwhile, I'm over here just... Didn't Chester say it was going to come eventually? Ugh. I'm startled by sudden physical contact. Someone put their paw on my shoulder. I turn.
Hey, buddy. Not sitting here by yourself, are you?
Hey, Eddie. Like, you're like surrounded by your friends and like coworkers and stuff. Are you just... I guess not coworkers, but a coworker. You're surrounded by your friends and coworkers and stuff, Eddie. Why are you here by yourself? Are you sleepy? Do you need to go home? Are you having fun? It looks like you're not having fun. Well, I actually am by myself. Oh, well, may I have the seat then? Sorry, I forgot we're doing the Chester route. He gestures to the empty stool next to me. Sure. I can't help but smile as he claims that seat. I'm really happy somebody came around. This is like you having a birthday party, right? This is like you inviting a bunch of like people over for your birthday party, but like all the friends you invited just like go on and do stuff without you, and you can't bother to like engage yourself with any of the people that are there, so like you just like hang out with your like mom or something the whole time. Right? That's what this feels like. Right? This feels like you're like sitting by yourself at recess, so like you talk with the teacher or something, right? So like the teacher comes up to you and you talk with the teacher because you can't be damned enough to like play with any of the actual like kids your age. So where's the rest of the gang? Pat and Cliff were here, but Cliff got drunk really fast. He apparently didn't eat anything today, so Pat took him home. Oh dear, hope he's okay. He seemed fine, just drunk. That aside, April and Moria are chit-chatting with some folks I'm not familiar with. Daryl and Trent are off being lovebirds somewhere. He giggles. Lovebirds, you say? Yeah, Daryl's crushing on Trent pretty hard. Guess he's trying to make a move. Aw, hope something works out for them. Me too. I wonder what happens if you do the Daryl route then. Wonder what happens if you do the Daryl route. I wonder if, like, it still involves, like, Trent and some other character. He takes notice of my empty glass. Need a refill? I'd use some more, yeah, but I don't want to bother Corey. He seems really stressed. Yeah, it's pretty crowded in here. Guess that's kind of my fault. True. Corey spots Chester and marches down the aisle to greet him. Hey, big guy. He's looking even more visibly exhausted than before. Hey, everything okay? No, I don't know where the fuck my dishwasher went. We've had the hand-washed glasses for an hour. It's slowing everything down. Oh, let me hop in. I can. Chaz, no. You already worked your butt off today. I can handle this. I know you can handle it, but it doesn't mean you have to. I'll just hop back there and run a few racks of glasses. That should help you catch up. The dog exhales sharply while resting his troubled head on the bar top. Okay. He takes off down the aisle. Chester stands up. Guess I need to wash some dishes. I'll be back, hopefully not too long. He parallel walks to the other end of the bar, leaving me alone again. Lonely Eddie. I guess I won't get another drink anytime soon. But I have to say, I can't help but admire him stepping in to help clean. That's a true leader if I ever saw one. That said, I wish he would have stuck around. Enjoy Chester's company. I like it a lot, actually. I continue to occupy myself by stirring my empty cocktail glass. All that's left is melting ice and the spent lime wedge. Interesting that Eddie hasn't brought up the whole cruiser thing yet. I wonder if... Another tap on my shoulder. The tap quickly turned into a hug. Someone very large and massive was grabbing me from behind.
Daryl, you're scaring him.
Oh. Sorry, dude.
Hey, it's friends. It's buddies. Daryl's having a giggle fit. Trent seems to be stone cold sober. Sorry, Eddie. We were about to head off, but he spotted you. No worries, Hey, Eddie, guess what? He's gazing into my eyes intently, waiting for a response. What is it, Daryl? This cutie pie is coming home with me. Not so loud, I'm just dropping you off. I'm not spending the night again. You sure about that? Yes, I'm sure. I don't want to give my mother another heart attack. Aw, isn't it so cute how much he cares about his mama, Eddie? I just don't want her to call me worried sick again. Oh my god, that was so funny. He turns to me. Dude, you'll never guess what his real name is. It's, Okay, we're leaving now. Have a good night, Eddie. He has a real name? Real name. Starts with Am. Amicus. His name is Amicus. Nah, his name isn't Amicus. His name is Amiable. His name is Amiable, guys. That's why they use the word so much. It's secretly Trent's name. It was slipping into the author's subconsciousness. That's why they were using the term amiable so much. His name is Amiable. Amiable Trent Cornell. Amiable Trent Cornell. I guess it's just an adjective, right? It's not really a name. Okay, we're leaving now. Have a good night, Eddie. But aren't names in themselves adjectives? The deer starts shoving the lion towards the exit. Daryl complies. Bye. See ya. I wave as they depart. I barely got a word in during that conversation. That said, it's funny to see their dynamic flip-flop from last night. I spin back around to face the bar top. I go back to swirling melting ice. Before long, I'm approached by the wolf, who's now standing behind the counter. Wolf. He sets 2 glasses down on the counter. Each are iced and contain a rich amber liquid. Give me 2 minutes. Almost done. He gives me a wink and goes back to his dishwashing duties. I clasp a drink in front of me and take a sip. It's unmistakably the reserve. Loves tapping into that reserve, don't he? Just as tasty as the one from the night before, full of complex, bitter, and sweet flavors. Staying true to his word, Chester reclaims the seat next to me in quick fashion. Phew, dishwasher came back. This should be good for the rest of the night. Where did he go? Where did the dishwasher go? What happened? Where did he disappear to? What happened? Found them hiding in the walk-in fridge. Corey scared them. He can get a little intense when he's being rushed. You don't say. Huh. He chuckles and raises his glass. I respond by raising my own. Cheers to a fantastic... Cheers to a fantastic show night, bud. Cheers. We clink our glasses together and take a sip. So, are we still on for swimming at the gym tomorrow? I'm glad you reminded me. With all that went on today, I nearly forgot. Oh yes, what time? Think I'll stop by around 10 o'clock tomorrow? Sounds good. Excellent. Don't worry about bringing any shower stuff. It'd be a waste of time since we're jumping in another pool after work. Oh, guess that's true. So I wanted to talk to you about something. I wonder when they're gonna straighten up Chronicles tomorrow, then. I wanted to talk to you about something. Sure, what is it? What are your goals for the gym? If you want to start going more often, let's talk about that. Time flew by as we chatted more about the gym, its amenities, and how I fit into the whole equation. I discussed some of my goals, namely trying to lose weight and build more muscle. It's strange, the reason I asked him to go to the gym again in the first place was so I compare his bare torso to the profile picture from the Mystery Cruiser account. Now I seem to be getting much more than I bargained for. That said, part of me is hoping this works out. Talking more about my health and fitness is definitely motivating me to start paying more attention to it. Gotta ask, bud, what's the reason for wanting to lose weight? Oh, you know, I just want to work on my figure. Sounds more like an aesthetic concern than a health concern. I guess, but isn't that why everyone goes to the gym? Yes and no. I'd be lying if I said that aesthetics weren't a big motivator for me, but the health benefits are important too. Weight loss is tough and takes a lot of time. I just don't want you to be discouraged when the pounds don't drop fast. But if you stick with it, you will see results. Not just with your figure, but you'll have a ton more energy too. I guess that'd be nice. Just don't worry so much about the appearance stuff. You're already turning enough heads as it is. He chuckles. I can't help but avert my gaze. Is that a roundabout way of complimenting me? Or is he just being nice? Well, I think he was explicitly complimenting you. Corey returns. So I wonder how much different the Daryl route is by this point. Huh. Oh yeah, apparently they did like a poll. They did a poll. And Chester and Daryl are the like most popular characters in Chord Progressions. Like Chester, sure. I guess Chester's cool. But Daryl's just like, you know, like he has like one scene. Daryl has one scene and it's just him like eating chips with Eddie. Right? Daryl has a scene. How's he the most popular character? How's he the first or second, I'm not sure, most popular character in Chord Progressions? He has a scene. He has one scene. Whatever. You guys doing okay over here? Yup, you hanging in there? So much better, it's finally calming down. Happy to hear it. While you got a sec, I'll take a check. Right away, boss. The Corgi quickly turns to the nearest computer and prints out a receipt and stashes it inside the checkbook. He decides to check the Chester. He pulls out his wallet. I keep an eye on his paws to see what kind of bills he's pulling out this time. He takes a short pause as he fingers through the wallet's contents. Oh, hey, quick question. We're hosting a pool party tomorrow. You in? I turn to the corgi. Oh, wait. Pat has the same necklace that Corey has. I guess they're both just sort of like gold chains. But there is an interesting detail. I wonder if it's relevant. Right. In 2027. In the Pat route. Pat's gonna be like, or Eddie's gonna be like, wait, Pat, you know, you have a history with Corey? And Pat's gonna be like, yeah, Eddie, I actually have a long history with Corey. Back in 2015, I got into a car accident. And if Corey wasn't there, I would have died. He's the one that saved me. He pulled me out of the burning vehicle, Eddie. And Eddie's gonna be like, whoa, I didn't know that. I didn't know you two had that kind of history. And Pat's gonna be like, yeah, it was pretty crazy. He gave me a gold chain identical to his as a result. And as a result of that, he gave me a gold chain identical to his. And I always wear it whenever I do my shows. I turn to the corgi. Hey, why not? I'm off after brunch tomorrow. I turn my attention back to Chester. He's pocketing his wallet. He already placed the bills inside the checkbook. Damn, that was fast. Great, feel free to bring a +1. Unlikely. Think any of these Johns want to accompany a 5'3" ankle biter with an attitude problem? I think a lot of people would love to accompany you. The dog snatches the book off the table. If you say so, take care, boss. See you tomorrow. Chisuta. The corgi takes off to process the payment. I didn't get a chance to take a look at how Chester... I didn't get a chance to look at how much Chester just spent. There's only one way to find out. Chester? Yes? How much money are you spending on me for those reserves? Oh, don't worry about it, buddy. Are you sure? Positive. I mean, it sounds really expensive if... Eddie, it's no fur off my back, promise. Okay, but I'm just worried that... He places a paw on my shoulder and looks directly into my eyes. The grip on my shoulder is tight, not painful, but the pressure is more than enough to keep me locked into place. The look he's giving me is frankly startling. His mouth is curled in a smile, but his eyes portray a sense of dead seriousness like I've never seen before from the wolf.
Buddy, I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. Don't worry about it. Understand?
Is this is this played for drama or played for laughs? It's hard to tell if this is played for drama or played for laughs. Let's see what Eddie says. He enunciates every word meticulously, ensuring crystal clarity. He speaks with an uncannily chipper tone that rattles my bones with each word. I'm too nervous to speak. All I can do is nod. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell if that was played for laughs or if that was played for drama. I feel like if it was meant to be played for laughs, the music would be more comedic. But whatever that was. Whatever that was. He loosens his grip on my shoulder and gives one finally friendly pat. Great, see you tomorrow morning. See ya. Whatever the fuck that was. He walks off, leaving me alone at the bar. Despite the fact that he just asked, no, and instructed me not to worry about it, I'm now worrying about it more than ever before. As things slowed down, I was able to flag down Corey and pay my tab. I joined the girls shortly after. The girls. Turns out that Libra-Zebra conversation circle became something of a social leg hold trap. Once they got involved, they couldn't find a way out. Luckily, I was able to provide them with an excuse to escape. After the drive home, we all immediately say our goodbyes and venture to our respective rooms. It's been a long night for all of us. I put my clothes off immediately and flop face first into the bed. I bury my troubled head into my pillow. So much drama, so little time. This Pat and Skizzy nonsense will be an exhausting can of worms to keep closed, but looks like I don't have a choice. Eddie, just don't worry about it, sweetheart. Right? Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Also, what was the deal with Skizzy's comment about Chester? Very hectic day. Very hectic day. And what a note, right? What a note to close this day on. Weird. Also, what was the deal with Skizzy's comment about Chester? Then there's the phone call to Chester's office, plus Chester's comment before leaving the lounge. I shudder, my skin's still crawling with how off-putting that was. It's too much. It's enough to make me dread the upcoming morning. But can't I just stay here? I don't want to go anywhere tomorrow. Everything is safe and cozy here in my bed. No drama can get me here. Warm. Comfy.